Welcome
Hi.
to episode 13 of the Have a Shift Day podcast with Megan and Buddy didn't show up today.
He's in Florida. He's on vacation.
Yeah, sure. Um
He was supposed to send us in some thoughts, but
I'll take
he
least surpassing thing for 500, please. Jake
he
forgets to
probably
send us something for the show,
he
so
didn't even answer us. That's okay though. Might be a little bit of a shorter show today since it's only two of us discussing, but we're still gonna have a good time as always.
yes, this will be fun.
Yeah. One quick announcement though. This is our last show before our spring break. And our next show that we have will be March 8th, which is the trade deadline. So that will be our trade deadline live stream, which will be at noon, probably going to end it at about 4, maybe a little earlier. We'll see how we're feeling that day. But noon, March 8th, join us on our YouTube for the trade deadline stream. If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe because I think we need to be at 50 to be able to go live. So please help us be able to go live. Thank you. That's all I got for announcements. We'll just get right into it with the last game we had previewed, which was Pens versus Jets in Winnipeg. Wait, no. The last one we previewed was... No, we didn't preview Minnesota. We recapped Minnesota, and Jake yelled at you.
Yes.
But, Pens versus Jets, that one did not go well.
No, that was pitiful to watch. No effort. Team got absolutely dominated, and yeah, this team's done.
It was just kind of a boring game, if I'm going to be completely honest. Like, I know last week we had said that maybe they just need to change their style where they're not playing crazy, interesting hockey, maybe a bit more boring hockey, like
Yeah.
I compared it to the Islanders, but this is not what I meant.
No.
We still need scoring to win.
Yeah.
But Erik Karlsson, though, got his 30th assist that game.
Yeah.
I know he hasn't been as offensive as we wanted him to, but he's been quietly racking up those assists, and which we do love to see.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, like you said, he's looking really good. I mean, I think a little bit under the radar compared to what we're used to, but, he's still getting those points. He's still, still looking, good offensively.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it was just Connor Hellebuyck in that game.
Yeah, he
killed
played
us.
unreal. Played unreal. He's an all-star for a reason. He's one of the top goalies for the Vezina this season for a reason. And he showed it that game.
I know he's big in the Vezina talk. Who else has been in Vezina
That's
talk?
Demko.
That would make a lot of sense. It's gonna be interesting, the Vezina race.
Yeah, it will. Between Demko and Hellebuyck.
And then some random third goalie that they'll just draw out of a hat.
Maybe Swayman?
That's not that random. That's a good one. Or Bobrovsky, maybe.
Oh, yeah. Bob's been playing unreal lately, too.
Which, if we've got nothing else to say about this Winnipeg game, since there's really not much to talk about.
No, there wasn't really much to talk about this game.
Brian Russ scored the goal. But speaking of Bob, we'll move into the lovely Valentine's Day game on Wednesday against Florida.
Jake
Not so
Edsel's
lovely.
Last game.
What?
Jake Edsel's last game as a Penguin.
Shut up. Don't make me sad. If it was, I didn't pay that much attention because I had to study for a midterm. I will actually be so upset.
Oh, I went to the game.
Yeah, I know you went to the game, which is why I need you to give us our boots on the ground recap.
Yeah, so pretty simple. No effort. This team was honestly, the game was pretty good up until the Penguins' first goal, Raquel's goal getting called back, which ever since that the team just lost life.
It fell apart.
Absolutely
it was just...
lost life.
Which you can't lose life on those. Yeah, it's annoying when little things like that get called back. Obviously there's your basic offsides, goalie interference that usually you review for, but the newer rule where you can review high sticks and out of play shots like we did last week in Minnesota, those can be really annoying.
Yeah.
And obviously not going in our way.
The first goal, I believe, was for the goalie interference.
No, the first one was the high stick.
Oh.
It was
Well,
Russ' goal that they were looking at goalie interference. They're like, nah, there's nothing there.
Yes, you're right now. I'm sorry. The two goals were just so quick, and they both got called back. It's not fun, but yeah.
But what I was saying was, when those things happen, you just have to just shake them off and just get back into it. Because
absolutely.
Were we on the power play? I can't remember.
For one of the goals, yes.
For the first one.
Yes.
Yeah, so we were on the power play, so we need to be able, right, because Rodriguez came out of the box, passed it to Kachuk to score,
Yes.
and then that was just our downfall in that game, which we have to keep the focus when
Yeah.
those things happen. You can't fall apart like that. You have to also be watching that penalty box, because this Florida team is dominant, could have a shot at winning the East.
Yeah, they're sneaky.
Mm-hmm. I think they're definitely exceeding my expectations for this year. Like when I was making my playoff predictions, I was honestly debating leaving them out. I didn't though. I'm glad I didn't. But yeah.
They've ever since they went to the Stanley Cup final last year, they've just been proving like that wasn't a fluke. Like we belong there.
Yeah, I don't
So
know how I was underestimating them, but I let them in. And good thing I did, but
yeah,
we should look at my playoff predictions today.
that
See
could be
how
fun.
Yeah, since we got to fill some time since Jake's not here to,
Get
rant
it.
about how
I can hear
tired things
I can
are.
hear Jake. I can hear Jake's voice now, just going, "No effort. This team's so done." Like,
You're saying the same thing too.
okay, yeah, but Jake would have went on a 5 minute rant about
That's
it. But we do
true.
love him for
We
that because
miss you,
he's so real.
Jake.
We do miss Jake. Jake, I miss you so
Do
much.
you know what part of Florida he's in?
He is in Bradenton.
I want to see what the weather's like there. Because currently here in Pittsburgh, it is 35 degrees and we have a winter weather advisory.
Oh my
So
lord.
it's probably going to snow tonight. How do I spell Bradenton? Bradenton.
Ah,
Why can't I spell? Oh my gosh. That's why I didn't pop up. I hit C by accident. It is 69 degrees down there.
nice.
But it's cloudy. So he's not getting a tan. It's supposed to rain tomorrow and Sunday. So
Oh,
and then
buddy.
it's going to be sunny all week next week.
Oh, that's brutal
So
for you, Jake.
sorry, Jake.
Anyway, I think we should talk about the biggest thing that happened in this game and the greatest moment of this game.
What's the greatest moment?
I witnessed John
Oh, that's
Lundvig's
right!
first NHL goal,
Dude, I'm going
and
to be
I was so hype. I didn't even care that they lost.
I'm going to be
That was
completely
the
honest.
greatest moment of my life.
I was in the shower. I was like just gotten out of the shower and I heard the goal horn going off. I'm like, "Oh, we scored. Yay." But then the next morning, like I didn't even check to see who scored because I had,
Bruh.
like I said, I had to study for a midterm. So I was looking at that and I was really stressed about that. And then I looked the next morning. I'm like, I missed John Ludwig's first NHL goal. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, you did, and I witnessed it, and I was so happy.
So it was a pretty nice goal though, too.
It was. Nice little shot.
He didn't seem that excited.
Well, no, because it made it 4-1. So
5-2 actually.
what was it, the second? Oh, what's the
Mhm.
second goal?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. There was so many goals in this game that it's all just kind of a blur of when we actually scored and when we didn't. So
Well, at least you know who lost. Which we actually outshot the Panthers in this game.
yeah.
So maybe it wasn't complete no effort. It was
that second period was a complete no effort. I'm going to be
yeah,
honest.
okay, the second that was probably the issue. I can see the shot breakdown actually.
Third period, especially the
Oh, well, all right, here's the shots on goal. First period 4 from Florida, 3 from us. Second period 12 from Florida, 11 from us, and then third period 7 from Florida, 13 from us.
Well, I can tell you, the Penguins looked good until their goals got called back, and then after that they fell apart.
Just rattled.
Yeah, they were
Can't
so
be rattled.
rattled. They were like Jake, just absolutely so rattled.
Did Jake go to the game with you?
No, I took his ticket, so I just went alone.
Oh.
But then I met my brothers because they
Oh,
were at the game, and they're like, "Hey,
that's
we're at
nice.
the game. The row behind us is empty." So I just went down,
Oh,
got a
that's
little
nice.
upgrade.
That's why you went down below.
Yeah,
'Cause I
went
saw
to the
your
100 levels.
post. I was
Nice.
like, huh. But yeah, Florida. Oh, Florida swept the season series.
Yeah.
So that's it for Florida. But another big thing that happened in this game. Jake Gensel got hurt, and we don't really know what that means for the trade news now. He is on IR, so he will not be back.
He's out 4 weeks.
He's not going to be back until after the trade deadline.
But
So you still think that he's gonna get traded, though?
yeah, a lot of things that I've read, a lot of things that it sounds like. It's not really gonna hurt his his trade stock because it's only gonna be out a week after the deadline, which I don't think that's really gonna turn away teams that much compared to like Ristolainen, who's out like at least a month. So I don't think Ristolainen's going to be traded, but Getzel, I unfortunately do believe that there's still a strong possibility. I think I just was at his last game as a Penguin.
I was hardly paying attention. I'm not okay. I don't want him to leave. I'm gonna be so depressed on trade deadline day.
And you want to know something else?
Maybe not.
That goal by Rust originally was from Getzel, but after the game they took it back. They changed it to Rust.
I know.
And Milkshake Factory still said, hey, Shake Shakes are still half off.
No!
I think Milkshake Factory knows too. And guess what?
No.
I didn't have time to go get a Jake Shake last night.
I didn't get one either. I'm sure if they do trade him, Milkshake Factory will be like half off Jake Shakes. Goodbye, Jake Gensel. We all need to go.
I don't care. I know there's gonna be a line out the door, but I don't care. I gotta get one more.
This is hurting my heart.
Watch them be like
so much.
You know what would be really funny? If they just kept the Jake Shake the exact same and then changed the player it sponsors.
It doesn't match anyone's name. Do we have anyone else named Jake? We'll get Jake Levinsky to endorse it.
The Jake Shake by Jake Levinsky. What if they change it to the Sid Shake? Put an 87.
That's not bad. Or Malkin's Milkshake. Or just make me Milkshake Malkin.
Dude, that's originally what I was hoping it would be. Oh, Jake just sent something.
Oh my god!
Jake just sent a video.
What did he send? Okay, we're gonna live react to it. I will edit it in. So let's watch.
Here in sunny Florida. The palm trees. Getting away from the disaster that is the Pittsburgh Penguins this year. Yeah, Florida. That game they played with no effort whatsoever. It's kind of the cherry on top. Actually, cherry on top, Gensel and IR. I mean, what are we gonna do? We gotta trade him now, but the boys, or Sid, showed up last night against my hometown team. Shout out Sterry and Zach. We were at the game. Got to see that masterful performance from the captain. But you start stringing wins together, and then maybe Gensel comes back. Maybe we don't sell. I don't know. There's a lot in the line every game. Obviously Yager's got his jersey retirement Sunday, which is going to be awesome. I'll probably get the boys going. PBG will be loud, as we know, but I don't know. We're going to have to see till March 8th, but the cutoff for me is 4 points. For 4 points there, we go all in. We get Gensel like a week after the deadline, so it's going to be exciting, but we're in Florida now, so hopefully we'll have a good time here, then get back and watch the Pens beat the Kings. So yeah, I'll see you guys. Have a shift day. Let's go Pens.
What a beautiful statement by Jake there.
Well, at least he got it in, so we'll take it.
I'm proud
but
of
that
him.
is Jake Levinsky on site in Florida for his vacation. Yeah, just glad he got that statement in. But what were we even? Oh yeah, we were crying about Jake Shakes because I literally put on here the end of Jake Shakes.
Yeah, it's over.
In other injury news, Noel Achari and Jansen Harkins are also hurt. We knew Achari was hurt. He's on IR though. Jansen Harkins has a concussion. So we called up Jonathan Gruden,
Vinny Hannes-Joseph,
and Valtteri Puustinen. Puustinen and Gruden played last night in Chicago.
Oh, did they?
Speaking of which Jake mentioned, Penn's getting it done against his hometown team on Connor Bedard's return.
I did not watch this game. I didn't see a second of this game. No, I was so busy last night.
Okay, well, I guess I have to carry this one.
Take it away for this game.
All right, well, nice 15 seconds in, Sidney Crosby with a beautiful tip in to go. Did you even watch the highlights?
Nah.
All right. Welcome to the live reaction of Nick watching the highlights. So, this is a weird show today.
This is a weird show.
All right, well, let's go with the first goal. 15 seconds in, Sidney Crosby getting a beautiful tip in. I'm not going to put the volume up too much.
Check so far.
Mm-hmm.
Nice play around the boards. Good shot. Oh, oh, okay. Oh,
Beautiful,
Sid.
right?
Oh, Sydney.
Yeah, like you said, good forecheck. They got it.
Oh,
He won that opening face-off against Bedard. They went right into the zone, and like I feel like I felt it too. Once they were in the zone, I'm like,
that
they're
is
already pressuring this.
that's
They're going,
literally
and then they scored. I'm like, nice.
yeah, that's literally the definition of Sydney is tired of this team losing, and he's going to single-handedly carry us into the playoffs.
Yeah, I hope so. All right, next one was 1240 by the beloved Riley Smith for his 10th of the
His
season.
last goal was a penguin.
His last goal was a penguin. Oh my goodness. Here we go.
See? Nice
Drew,
turnover there.
Drew O'Connor.
Dak. Oh, lucky bounce. Oh, nice backhand.
It's some nice looking goals in
Oh,
the
they
first
put in
period.
Soderblom yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, no wonder why we won.
Exactly. I saw his stats as like 2 and 15. I'm like, if we don't win tonight,
Dude, I thought
I'm gonna
Mrazek
have a
was
big
starting.
issue. I guess not. Maybe does Chicago play tonight? Maybe they just
No, the only game tonight is Arizona, Carolina.
Ew. Go Arizona. As much as I hate to say it.
Nice little backhander.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that went off Bedard's skate. No, Smith. That was a nice move by him.
Oh, poor Betsy. We were killing Bedard's plus minus last night because he's on the ice for that one, on the ice for the Sid goal. Just so you can get everything filled in.
Right,
Second period, Blackhawks
let's
cut
see
the lead.
Kursev's score.
Um,
Little Philip Kursev.
there's Betsy
Okay.
with the fishbowl.
Oh,
Right there.
nice keep in there. Oh, nice little
Yeah.
drop pass from Polino. Good feed from Bedard. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
It's-
Nice play
nice
there.
play. I mean, you can't deny Connor Bedard's skill.
Yeah, he's so good.
First game back.
Of course he was
gets
going to have
point.
a point in his first game.
Yeah,
back, like-
he has to.
Oh, what is that defensive? Who's that sliding? Is that Petty?
No, it was Graves.
Oh, of course it was. Yeah.
I mean, Bedard's probably like, I gotta get going with these points because Brock Faber's like on his tail.
Oh, that doesn't matter. Bedard's winning Rookie of the Year.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, this league loves him. So
Yeah, let's give him a Winter Classic. So of course they
exactly.
do. Next up,
The captain
Sid scoring
Again with his 30th. All right.
Let's see.
Third
Good play
period
on
now.
The boards. Raquel, good feed. Nice shot there. Where's the puck? All right to him, of course.
You cannot leave Sidney Crosby alone back door.
That was an embarrassing
You
defensive effort by the
cannot leave him
Blackhawks there.
alone back door. It's like leaving Ovi alone in his office. You
Yeah.
just can't do it. I think also when I was watching this one, I'm like, Sid is... No, actually, I didn't. I don't think I saw Sid, and I saw his back door. I'm like, oh,
So
he's alone.
Oh. That was a great play by Raquel there, actually.
Yeah,
Looks like he came to play last night.
Ricky Rax getting it done,
Like to see it.
which is really good to see because we don't have Gensel on that line now, so someone's got to step up. And Raquel really did step up,
Good to know.
getting...
And then
He got-
Rusty.
He got an assist on both of Sid's goals. Yep, Rusty. Gonna be a simple one here. Seal it.
Oh, what a goal.
It's not a goal. It's an ad, but I don't know if I could say the brand if no. It's not a paid advertisement. But yeah, we were on a penalty kill for this too. And then all the way down.
Oh! buddy just
Shorthanded,
sent
empty
that.
net goal by Rusty. He has goals in 3 straight games actually.
Love him.
So scored the only goal in Winnipeg, scored one of the only 2 goals against Florida, and then sealed the deal with this empty net shorthanded goal.
Nice goals.
But yeah, last night was just a very good effort from the Penguins. They
Love to
were
see it.
dominant literally right out of the gate with Sid getting
Nice.
that beautiful, beautiful tip in.
Alright, so
But-
I'm not watching any more Pens games.
What?
That's what I've been told.
Who said that?
Me, because
Because they won.
they won. They dominated when I don't watch, apparently, so...
Nick, we
gonna
need
watch
you
the Daytona
to, for the sake
500.
of podcast discussions,
Okay, well, I'm gonna watch the Daytona 500 on Sunday.
you have to watch the Yager retirement too.
Okay, but if it's in overtime and There's 2 laps to go in the race. I'm watching the race.
Okay, just pull up the retirement on your phone or something.
Sure.
I think the ceremony's at 4.
4?
4! Why are you so shocked? The game starts at 6.
That's why.
Okay.
2 hour ceremony?
No, it's probably not going to be 2 hours. It's probably going to be like maybe an hour.
There's no way the ceremony's at 4.
I don't know. That's at least when the broadcast is starting for the ceremony because that's what they said on the game last night. So, I mean, I'm going to double check because I have to be there. And I'm not missing a second of that ceremony because how often do you get to go see a jersey retired?
How did you get tickets?
I told my brother and my dad to get on Ticketmaster immediately after they announced the retirement.
And they spent how much money?
I don't know.
Okay.
So, we'll see. I was at work when they announced it. And Andrew texted me and my dad and said, 68's going to the rafters. My dad answered, oh, cool. I answered, what the heck are you doing? Get the tickets right now.
Fair.
And
they did.
Then they got them that afternoon. So,
nice.
Woo! Speaking of which, moving on to our next point on our talking points, Pens versus Kings. We'll preview that. Yager night, as we've been saying. Boots on the ground by me.
Megan, go ahead.
By me?
Yeah, take it away.
Okay.
You'll be there, so.
I am very excited to see 68 go to the rafters. We have not retired a jersey since we retired Lemieux in 2006.
Technically.
Well, I mean, like officially, finally retired. Like
true.
It was retired before when he
down.
retired for the first time. Then he came back. We took the jersey down. He retired for good. Then we're like, okay, back up.
Yep.
So, I mean, it's gonna be exciting. I feel like it might be a little rough to understand the speech because, I mean, Yager's got his accent and stuff, but nonetheless, it's gonna be great to see Jaromir Jagr back in Pittsburgh, celebrating an amazing career that he's had, not only as a Penguin, but as a part of so many other teams. Second all time in points. Like no one's gonna pass that, maybe ever, unless they play 50 million years like Yager did.
Yeah.
And the thing is, he's not officially retired himself from the NHL either, because he's still playing for his team in Czechoslovakia. No, not Czechoslovakia. That doesn't exist anymore.
Czech Republic.
It's just
Kladano.
It's Czechia.
Claudio.
It's Czechia now, not Czech Republic.
Is that the official name of it?
Of the country.
It's Czechia.
Yeah, it's Czechia.
Really?
Yeah, it's not Czech Republic anymore. I don't know when they changed that.
I thought that was just like a nickname.
No, that's real. I don't know when they changed it because I was watching World Juniors one day and they're like Czechia. I'm like, no.
Okay.
Czech Republic. You know what? Let's do a little history lesson. Find that out. When did Czech, if I can spell Czech, Republic become Czechia? This is hard to spell, guys. Oh, 2016. Really? Huh. I thought that was something that happened like 2019. How did I just notice it in like 2019?
Okay then.
That's embarrassing. Why is that article from 2023 then? There's like 2 articles from 2023 that say the Czech Republic is changing its name to Czechia, when that answer said up here 2016.
Maybe that's when they first said like, hey, we're gonna do it, and they haven't officially done it until this year.
Okay.
The last year.
All right. Well, apparently it's been in the works for like 7, 8 years, but that's besides the point. That the name of the country doesn't matter. Either way, he's from there. But I'm just really excited to see jersey retirement. But in terms of the game, I need to see what the Kings have been like in their last
doo-doo.
I know they had been bad before the All-Star break, but I hadn't checked since.
They're still doo-doo.
They beat the Devils last night, which I'm okay with that, so thank you. Let's see what their last 10 or 5 does it show? Yeah, last 10 games, Kings are 4-4-2. We're 4-5-1. So not much better. Actually, we're not better at all.
No, we're not better.
But yeah, they have actually beaten a couple good teams. They beat the Devils last night.
Mm-hmm.
They beat Edmonton the other day, which that's a big shock to me
To
because
be fair, that's a good team to beat.
Edmonton was on that hot streak. They also beat Nashville the game before that.
Yeah, but Nashville's
okay.
they lost 9-2 last night.
Oh, right. That was them that lost. Yeah. I saw a funny meme, but I won't say the meme. It's a little inappropriate, but
What you think is inappropriate and what I think is inappropriate are two entirely different
I don't want to say this on here. This is a family show.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
It's a family show.
Sort of. We try not to swear, though. We do a pretty good job, actually.
Yeah.
And by we, I mean the boys. I can control myself a lot better than you guys.
I can control myself.
I mean, you're doing good at controlling yourselves. I'm just saying, you guys swear more than me, so.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's this is saying, I mean, it's just comparing Jari, but it's probably going to be Jari in net, unless we want to put Ned back in net, because he played very well in Chicago last night.
Ned? Oh, yeah, Ned would have started, that's right.
Yeah, Ned was in Chicago last night.
Yeah, well.
So, I mean, LA... Power plays are not going to be fun, let me tell you that. Because, as you know, our power play still sucks.
Doo-doo, trash, fire Reardon, please.
We've been saying it all year. And LA, not sure how good it's been lately because they've been on kind of a slide, but their penalty kills first in the league, so...
Yeah, they have a great penalty kill, and their power play is pretty good, too.
Yeah, and our penalty kill's not bad either, but...
No.
I think this game will be tight. I do think the Penguins should win this game.
Hope so.
Yeah, because with LA being on the slide, could give us possibly a better chance. Let me see. Are they playing Saturday at all? Because they played last night, so there's a chance they play Saturday.
The LA Kings.
Yes,
they play the Bruins at 12:30 in Boston. They're shipping up to Boston.
Who is LA's backup? Because I would assume we might
Dave
get
Riddick.
Oh, Dave Riddick. Yeah. So we might get Riddick that night, and we can take a look at his stats real quick, and then we can move on. But, I mean, I'm excited. I think it should be...
Dave Riddick is 7-2-3, 212 goals against average, 923 save percentage, and a shutout.
That was quick.
You're welcome.
Okay, well, the NHL episode seems like they're saying Riddick's playing Saturday and Talbot's playing Sunday, but we don't know. Either way...
Well, if that's the case, Talbot's 14, 13, and 5, 263, 909, and 2 shutouts.
Either way, Penguins need to win.
Yes.
Oh, it's comparing both goalies. Never mind. But yeah, I think the big thing, because you and Jake had a long conversation a few episodes ago about LA's defense, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, their defense is not the greatest. Neither is ours, but I mean, it's okay.
The defense is all right. It's just...
I think we just need to take advantage of that and I think we need to just come out the gate like we did in Chicago.
Yeah.
And just give them an early beat down. Set the tone early. Yeah. Be like, this is Yager night. We're winning for him.
I think
don't come into our building and beat us.
Do that.
Yeah, and hopefully the ceremony won't throw them off too much. Hopefully it'll get them going, get them hyped, know that this legend is in the building to know, and that they need to win. They need to win for Yager. So
they'll be fine. They'll win.
I'm excited. Never seen a jersey retired before, so this will be a first.
Well, yeah. No Penguins jersey has been retired pretty much when we've been alive.
Nope.
Technically, 2, but
Mm-hmm. All right, you have some news that you want to share that I really don't care much about, but...
I mean, I think it's cool. So the NHL this morning, actually, right before we started recording, announced that the NHL Big City Greens Classic is returning on March 9th with the Penguins against the Bruins.
Basically, what this is, Big City Greens is a show on Disney Channel.
Yes.
And basically, they're broadcasting the game on Disney Channel, but it's all animated. Which I saw clips of it last year, and I was like, this is just kind of weird. Nick's excited.
I think it's.
I could care less.
I'm gonna watch it on.
Okay.
I'm gonna watch it on Disney Channel.
I could care less. So, Nick, you have fun with that.
Oh, I will. It's gonna be really cool.
I will just watch it like a normal person.
With the blessing of Captains Brad Marchand and Sidney Crosby, Big City Green's very own Grandma will coach the Bruins, while her grandson Cricket will coach the Penguins.
What? Disney Channel's gone downhill since I've become a teenager. Like, I hit teenage years and Disney Channel's like, okay, bye, we're just gonna suck now since...
Okay, but so is
Doesn't matter.
Nickelodeon.
I wouldn't watch Nickelodeon when I was a kid. I was a Disney Channel kid!
Bro.
Listen, I watched, a few episodes of iCarly. I wasn't, dedicated to it, though.
You didn't like iCarly?
I never said I didn't like it. I just
need to
didn't
watch the whole
dedicate
series.
myself.
Victorious?
I have seen some episodes of Victorious, but that was only because we used to have a timeshare cabin up in Ligonier, and that would be all that was on that we could put on for kids sometimes. So that's how I would watch Victorious.
Big Time Rush?
I did not watch Big Time Rush.
Zoe 101?
No.
SpongeBob?
No, I wasn't allowed to watch SpongeBob. I was one of those kids.
Fairly Odd Parents?
No. I told you, I'm a Disney Channel kid. Okay, let me tell you though, I do want to watch Drake and Josh though.
That was going to be my next one, Drake and Josh.
Yeah, I plan on watching it eventually.
Good, you should.
Especially because I know that there's a character named Megan in it.
Yeah, Megan was played by, why am I blanking on her name now? Oh. The girl who played Carly in iCarly.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Miranda Cosgrove played...
Yeah.
What?
Miranda Cosgrove.
I didn't know that. Wait, now I really want to watch the show. Okay, I'm definitely going to be watching it. Don't worry. I will be watching Drake and Josh eventually.
Unbelievable.
Listen, I watch Disney shows. I watch The Sweet Life. I watch Wizards of Waverly Place. Good Luck Charlie, Jessie, some Hannah Montana. I even went as Hannah Montana for Halloween one year.
Sorry to interrupt you, but one of the first comments I see on the Penguins post about this, Big City Greens, is I can't wait to watch animated Jeff Carter. Me too.
Okay, maybe I'll have it up on my computer and just be for fun. I don't know. But that's all we got for the Penguins this week. Kind of a bad week.
Yeah.
But
anyway,
moving on to the elsewhere in the league.
Andrew, you're up.
It's time for Andrew's Coyote statement of the week. I asked him for his input for Pucks and Deep, but he said,
"Oh, good lord."
Not that
long. Okay, it's not that long.
It's been longer. All right, it's time for Andrew's Coyote statement of the week.
Megan, go ahead.
Things are looking dark in the desert as the Coyotes have not won a game since the All-Star break, going 0-3-1. All games have been close, but they can't seem to finish a game strong. To make matters worse, starting goalie Connor Ingram was injured Wednesday night and is expected to be out 1 to 2 weeks. Vejmelka will likely start most games until he returns and could possibly see Tucson goalie Matt Villalta. I got it! As the Coyotes have back-to-back Sunday and Monday. Overall, things are not looking good in Arizona, but sometimes when a team can get through a tough situation, it makes them better overall and can propel the team to a strong finish at the end of the season. Go Yotes. And on that note, I'm pulling up the standings to see where the Coyotes are and also to see where the Penguins are, because the standings have to be a weekly discussion at this point.
Andrew, things may be looking dark in the desert. They're about to look a lot darker when they move to Utah, buddy. Get ready to learn more, man!
As it stands right now, the Coyotes are currently 10 points out of a playoff spot. So, I should have made a bet with him, too, because I'm winning my bet with my dad. He should honestly just give me the cash.
How many points are we out?
We are out 5. We're
halfway closer than you are, buddy.
Yay!
Remember when Arizona was in a playoff spot?
What?
Remember when Arizona was in that second wild card spot?
Yeah.
What
Who's in the
happened?
second wild in the East? It's Detroit. We might have 5 Atlantic teams in the
No,
playoffs.
we're gonna have 4.
Why?
Pens are making it.
I love the optimism. We're still close with Washington, too. We have a game in hand on them, at least. I don't know. I hate having to fight for our playoff lives. I miss 2017. Life was so much simpler in so many ways.
Yeah, we were just chilling second. It was nice.
We were like, second division. We don't need first. That's cool. We'll play Columbus first round. Speaking of Columbus.
Oh boy.
We got some news on Columbus.
Yeah, let's get to so first off, Jarmo Kekalainen. Bye, buddy. You got fired yesterday.
Columbus's GM
the
out.
third longest tenured GM in the league up until he was fired. So he was the GM for 11 years, and not anymore.
Rebuild not going well in Columbus.
No, especially when you have the whole Mike Babcock situation.
Oh, yeah.
You have the whole doesn't know how to work prospects. It's
also,
not a
they're
fun
missing
time.
Patrick Laine, which that was something else that happened this week. Someone said like a really
it was a podcast.
disgusting comment about him on a Blue Jackets podcast.
It was a Blue Jackets podcast.
So
yikes! Wasn't even that big of a podcast either.
Yeah, we here at another small podcast that does not talk about the Blue Jackets. We wish Patrick Laine all the best and hope that he can get better real soon.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
Patty, we're rooting for you, buddy. Can't wait to see you back.
Feel better. Hopefully, you'll be back for next year for, reportedly, the Stadium Series.
Yeah.
Columbus is apparently... It hasn't been confirmed. It might get confirmed this weekend, but it's been circulating that Columbus will be getting a Stadium Series next year against Detroit, and I believe it's going to be at the Ohio State Stadium, which I think is a great location for them.
March 1st, 2025, I believe is the rumored date.
That is a late date.
Yeah.
For a Stadium Series. Oh, well.
And I'm pretty sure my brother...
That's probably because of the Four Nations face-off.
And my brother seems highly interested on going.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, so...
Is he going to root for the Blue Jackets or the Red Wings?
Probably the Blue Jackets because he's more of a Leafs fan than a Pens fan.
Oh, that makes more sense.
I don't know if I feel like he'll probably have more against not wanting Detroit to win.
That makes more sense.
Yeah.
Depending on how playoffs are looking.
Well, he'll just be there for, to get drunk and enjoy his life, as he does with, everything he goes to, which, I don't blame him. He really has fun in life. I admire that a lot.
Yeah, so some crazy stuff going on in Columbus.
Yeah.
Exciting stuff, not so, I guess exciting maybe if you wanted Jarmo Kekalainen out.
I think a lot of people in Columbus actually did, so...
Exciting stuff happening in Columbus this week. You don't get that much in life, so,
No, but it
Blue Jackets fans, enjoy that.
It is interesting, though, they fired him so close to the trade deadline.
Yeah.
So now John Davidson, the GM, or the
who's
president, is their interim GM.
Columbus doesn't really have much to do anyways. There's not much for them to sell.
They have some pretty interesting names who could possibly be created, especially on defense.
Werenski? Is that who you're thinking of?
No. Like Andrew Peak, Kick Bean, maybe Boquist.
Wait,
who am
I kidding? Elvis Merzlikins.
Yeah, Merzlikins especially.
I'm blanking today.
Yeah, there's quite a bit of people who could be moved. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. They're apparently already really on the hunt for the next GM. Probably gonna be outside of the organization, bringing a fresh face into the organization.
Mm-hmm.
One of the big names I've heard is Jeff Gordon from Montreal, who worked with Davidson in the Rangers.
Oh, that could be good.
So, they rumors that they want to talk to Montreal about him. So we'll see if anything happens with that. There's been a few other names. But Jeff Gordon I think is the biggest one, the likeliest front runner at least for right now. So, yeah, we'll see what happens with that.
Let's see if they can get themselves back into the playoffs soon. Other news that happened. There's a little bit that happened, not a bunch of crazy stuff.
Uh,
Well, okay, it was crazy, but like not a whole bunch on our list like I've had before. But Morgan Riley.
buddy, what are you doing?
Morgan Riley got suspended 5 games for cross-checking Ottawa forward Ridley Greig.
Greg,
I've never seen Greg spelled that way.
Ye-
What
yeah.
happened though was Ottawa scored an empty net, and then Morgan Riley proceeded
hold on.
to cross-check.
Really, Greg didn't score an empty netter. He absolutely clapped one from like
That's right.
2 feet away to seal the game.
Which the way the goal was scored was why there was actually so many people online like debating, should Riley have done this, should he have not, was it justified, was it not? I mean,
Look,
okay, Nick's gonna let him cook.
let me cook. Now, what Ridley Greg did, in my opinion, did deserve a response? Yes. However, do I think that Morgan Riley should have just tried to, like, fight him, start like a little scrum, rather than cross-check him in the face? Yes. Do I think Riley deserves his 5-game suspension? Yes.
That it?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean,
I think
I'm
that's the
happy
perfect
that
take, honestly.
I'm happy that he went after Greg. Obviously, I'm not happy with what he actually did. I think what Greg did, yes, did deserve it. Oh my gosh, I cannot speak. I think what Greg did deserve. I cannot speak. What Greg did deserved a response, but the way Riley responded was not correct. And he got suspended, in my opinion, rightfully so. I think 5 games was, if I'm gonna be honest, maybe a little bit less than what I was expecting.
Oh.
But
I thought you would have said more.
no, I was thinking like 7 or 8 to be honest.
Wow.
But yeah, I mean 5. I mean, I'm not mad that he got 5. I just think that's at least a bit fair. Megan seems to be admiring my profile picture.
I'm just pulling it up. I don't know. I can't
yeah,
see what.
Yeah, that's a bit my take of it. He's got 5 games, has stood up 5 games. He is, what's the word?
A repeat offender?
No, he's not.
He is
Trying to get it taken away.
I don't know what you're trying to think of.
What's the word when you're trying to get something taken away that you got sent to you?
He got sent to you?
Yeah,
a victim?
No, he got the 5-game suspension. He's trying to get it, like, he's trying to appeal it.
Oh, appeal it. That's what you mean.
Yes. The word wasn't coming to me. But yeah, he's trying to appeal it. I think the appeal is today, I believe.
Oh.
So I don't expect the NHL to appeal it. I'd be surprised if they do.
Probably not.
But I'm just throwing it out there that he is, so it might be. We'll have to wait and see. But
yeah. I agree with you, like, mostly. I think 5 was a fine number. I feel like it shouldn't really be higher.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with 5.
But,
like, I do like the number there.
But I think you're completely right. Like, Greg, what he did absolutely deserve a response, but Riley just went about it in the wrong way.
Yes.
And just got to control yourself a little more. You can't get that angry. Like, yeah, you probably shouldn't lose to Ottawa, but like, keep it in check, because you got to think about the team. Got to think about Toronto's not fighting for a playoff spot as much as the rest of the East, but you still have to think about. I think for them, they have to think about positioning, because they're right out of third place. Their first wild card was 64 points. Tampa's third place was 65. So, and Toronto's got games in hand too, so they could easily, maybe not easily, but they could definitely shoot themselves up into that third place spot.
Yeah.
And then you got Detroit right behind you. You never know what they could do. So.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, the question is though, like, do you really want to take third and then have to play Boston again?
It might not be Boston though, because Boston and Florida both have 74 points. Well, I guess the wins is the difference, but you know what? I don't know. Because right now they're looking at playing the Rangers. which would honestly not be bad because the Rangers, they've slid a bit, not that much.
The Leafs beat them like 7-2. I have no problem. 7-3. I have no
Yeah,
problem
so
playing the Rangers.
I don't know what Toronto's philosophy is right now, but still, you have to kind of just keep thinking about that.
Yeah.
But also,
Let's get to the biggest news of the week.
this is yours too.
My GOAT, Phil the Thrill, met with Vancouver, and is now working out in Abbotsford, baby. Let's go!
Yeah, GM Jim Rutherford seems to be bringing even more to the Vancouver Penguins. And
Phil
bringing back
Kessel.
Phil Kessel.
Yeah, Vancouver. You know, I do have that blank Canucks jersey sitting in my room.
Go find a seamstress or something, or someone who does custom jerseys. Is he gonna be able to wear 81?
No, Dakota Joshua was wearing 81.
I was gonna say. What's he gonna wear in?
So, is 8 taken?
8?
I don't believe 8 is taken.
Let's look. Vancouver Canucks. All right, we're gonna speculate on Phil Kessel's
However, if they do get Tanev back, he'll probably wear 8.
number. That's true.
So
they might be like, Phil, we don't know yet. Hold off on that number.
Phil might wear 8.
No. Connor Garland has 8. Dakota Joshua has 81. Sam Lafferty has 18. He could wear 1. Is 1 retired in Vancouver?
Yeah.
Oh, dang it.
Luongo.
Oh,
Hello.
I'm sorry. I know Luongo had his number retired, but I didn't remember it was Vancouver. I thought that was Florida that did it.
Both of them retired it, I think.
Oh, that's why it's messing me up. My bad. My mistake. I'm sorry.
Even if it's not retired, they're not giving anybody else number 1.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Like, I don't know what number Phil Kessel will be. The 88?
Nope, that's taken.
Who's wearing 88?
Nils
Oh, Amen.
Almond. Oh
Come
my
on, Almond.
gosh, he's my birthday buddy. Nils Almond and I have the same birthday. Happy belated birthday. What?
Okay.
Anyway. Hey, I get excited when I see an NHL player who has the same birthday as me. You know who I have a birthday with?
Who?
Steven Stamkos.
Okay, that's kind of a flex.
Steven Stamkos and I are birthday buddies.
Nice.
Sid and I are 6 months apart.
Solid.
So.
Hey, you want to know something funny?
What?
I figured out Phil Kessel's number. 99.
You can't do that.
Yes, he can.
It's retired league-wide.
He's Phil Kessel. He can do what he wants.
Oh, dear Lord. Moving on.
Either way, if they get Phil Kessel... Actually, you know what? Dakota Joshua. Pick a different number, buddy.
He could. Because there have been... I think there have been instances of players like being like, hey, you can have my number. I'll just pick a new one.
Yeah, Joshua, get rid of your number. 81's Phil's.
Yeah. Sorry, bud. I don't know how to transition to this, but Philly named a captain in the middle of the season.
Hold on.
What?
I'm not done.
Oh, never mind.
I have one last thing to say
Okay.
before we go into that.
Okay.
Vancouver, if you sign Phil Kessel, automatic Stanley Cup champions this year. Automatic. Phil gets his 4. Canadian team finally wins the cup. Vancouver riots into happiness instead of sadness.
That's right. Vancouver riots. You know what? If Phil signs with Vancouver, I will jump on the Canucks bandwagon for the playoffs.
And I'm getting an 81 Kessel jersey.
You heard it here today on the podcast. If Vancouver does in fact sign Phil Kessel officially, I will jump on the Canucks bandwagon.
Do it. I will too.
I will make them my team in this playoffs if the Penguins are not.
I mean, I still got the Leafs number 1 in the playoffs because, the Leafs.
Yeah, I'll probably still give a little love to Colorado
Vancouver's
because
gonna
I like Colorado.
No, Vancouver's going to be my Western team.
I said a little love. I never said I was going to be... Like, if Vancouver and Colorado somehow play each other, I'll cheer for Vancouver.
Good. Because Phil Kessel's going to put up 18 goals, 36 points.
I can't wait till we make the Have a Shift Day bracket pool.
Phil Kessel's winning MVP. First guy to host the trophy. 4-time Stanley Cup champion. And then, he's just going to put up like 139 points next season. He got that dog in him.
Oh my goodness.
Got them glizzies in him.
Oh my goodness.
He's him. Love to see it. Let's go!
Oh my.
Anyway, back to this irrelevant franchise of Philly.
Philly named Sean Couturier as their captain
Why?
in the middle of the season.
Why? What's the point of this?
Oh wait, I want to read a quote from John Tortorella that has nothing to do with the Sean Couturier situation.
I think I know exactly what quote you're about to read.
Is it this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let me read it. John Tortorella was. This is John Tortorella on how younger players have changed the league. Quote, well, it's a dumb league. It is. End quote.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. It's not a dumb league. Are you saying it's dumb because it's our generation running the league, Torts?
Buddy.
You might not be wrong in that sense.
Oh, no, he's not wrong, let's be honest. But yeah, Tortorella, I don't even know what to say to you. Like, buddy, just focus on, surviving, getting in the playoffs, even though you guys are selling at the deadline. Makes no sense.
Yeah,
But,
it is not a dumb league. There's so many young players who are so smart with
John
how they play.
Tortorella. Okay, buddy.
I mean, we can look more into
Why
that.
you name a captain in the middle of the year?
We can look more into that if we want. John, I've been doing so much research on this today.
What, John Tortorella?
No, just on my computer. I've looked so many things up, like more than normal. It's a dumb league quote. He's said so many things. Oh, here's an extended version. Well, it's a dumb league. It is. It's changed for coaches too, and we've had to make adjustments because there are so many mistakes made.
Yeah. Okay, sure. Okay, John.
Yeah, the headline is John Tortorella shares thoughts on young NHLers. It's a dumb league. Let's. Let me just. Oh my, there's a lot to quote here. Should I just read his entire quote? Because it's like 4-ish paragraphs.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just gonna read. This is an article from Sportsnet written by Luke Fox. We just want to give her credit where credit is due. All right, framed around Saturday's Ridley Gregg, empty net slap shot and Morgan Riley's violent response to such disrespect, the head coach of the Philadelphia Flyers was asked Thursday morning for his take on hockey's cultural shift when it comes to the influx of brash new youth. Oh my God, it is a different league. I gotta be careful how I say it, Tortorella began, taking a moment before delivering a calm, thoughtful response. Well, it's a dumb league. It is. It's changed for coaches too, and we've had to make adjustments because there are so many mistakes made. I guess the thing with the young athletes is sometimes you have to wait your turn, right? As far as gaining respect and not wanting everything right now and not expecting everything right now. As far as ice time, as far as your contract, whatever it may be, sometimes it's good to just wait your turn and earn it. I think that's where the athletes have changed. They have entourages around them that I think direct them the wrong way. And the hierarchy of a room, the hierarchy of what it is to be a pro, the process you have to go through as a pro, I think is lost a little bit with the athlete now. And it's something I miss terribly in being in this league for so long, seeing where it's gone to now. Great athletes, great skill, great speed. But the mental and the understanding what it is to be a pro and respecting the National Hockey League, that's where I have some struggles. Okay, that gives us more context to it. He wasn't talking about they're dumb. It's just the mentality that they have as pros.
Yeah, that's fair.
So
I think that's I think that makes more sense now that you read the full quote.
I'm glad I read the full quote.
Yeah, I mean too, because with the context, I kind of more agree with him.
Maybe a bit. I don't know. I feel like I'd have to understand it a bit more myself because I don't really know if I have a perspective on the mentality of the pros.
I mean, I feel like as, because we're used to seeing whenever we got into hockey, right? It was Crosby, Ovechkin, Marchand, all those guys. I'm just thinking of the first players that come to my head. They seemed a bit more professional. Whereas now you got guys Billy Gregg just clapping it in the nets, and then Pierre-Luc Dubois, who can't stay on a team more than a year without being a toxic person.
Former coach John Tortorella.
Yeah. And I mean, I feel like all these young kids just think I don't want to word this. I feel like a lot of the young players just give off that like cocky vibe.
Not all of them.
No, no,
I
no,
will
no,
say,
not all of them.
like,
Not
I
all of
want
them.
to just like highlight Connor Bedard. Like, he's been
Yeah, Connor
put on a
Bedard's
pedestal
Connor
before
Bedard's
his
really
first
given
game,
like
but he's
Sidney
just
Crosby type
yeah, he's just staying humble and
personality.
giving
Like
Sid
Buddy,
vibes.
like for example, like Connor Bedard literally said like, "Oh, like you know, I don't know if." He said before even he got drafted, like, "Oh, like it's not guaranteed I go first overall." Like, buddy, yeah, it
We
was.
love you, Betsy.
But like, and then you look at a guy like oh
Thinking of more examples.
yeah, just like other examples that quickly come to my head, like Elias Anderson when he lost the World Juniors, he threw the medal into the
That's a good
crowd.
one.
Um, and then you look at oh, there was another example on the top of my head that Shane Wright and
Oh
his
yeah, Shane Wright.
like his
Yeah.
thinking like, oh, I should be first overall, I'm the best player, that and he's not even in the NHL yet.
Mm.
Um,
Yeah, that was the biggest shock of that draft.
yeah,
But yeah, I think you are making a good point, and I think Tortorella is actually making a good point.
yeah,
So it's just, it's just you gotta. I feel like something maybe not just the coaches, but also like the vets who've been in the league. When like a
yeah,
rookie like that comes in, like if you notice something, say something to them. Be like, "Hey,
yeah,
kid, you need to like tick down your ego a bit."
yeah. And I
Like,
feel like what I really like about like Chicago is like they brought in like all these good veterans to be with
mm-hmm.
him. Like Nick Foligno, that's huge. Like he's such a one of the top leaders in this league, in my
Oh
opinion.
yeah,
Like there was a reason why he was captain with Columbus and one of the best
he's won the
captains
Mark
in the
Messier
league.
leadership
Yeah,
too, right?
obvious
Yeah.
for good reason. Like
Mm-hmm.
when you bring in a guy like him, you bring in a guy like Taylor Hall who has so much experience playing with all these good players. You bring in a guy like I Tyler Johnson, he's won the Stanley Cup. He knows
Oh
a thing
yeah.
or two. Seth Jones for that defensive leadership.
Mm-hmm.
Peter Mrazek. He has a good system of, veterans around him who I think are definitely helping him.
Yeah. Especially with all
Um,
this pressure that he has. Like those
yeah.
I mean, those players were all rookies at one point, but they had never had the pressure like he had.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's kind of like when, Crosby, Malkin, and Fleury and Letang all came to the league,
Yeah,
right?
and
They had,
I'm sure Sid like had been in good contact with Bedard over the summer. Like not that
oh,
we
God,
necessarily
yeah.
know about it, but
Oh,
Sid's probably
yeah.
like, "Hey, bud, if I know what this pressure is like, if you ever need to talk, I'm here." Because
Oh,
Sid's just like
absolutely.
that. Like
And
we
even a
talked
guy
about
like,
last week, he literally calls our draft prospects.
yeah, like, even a guy like McDavid, like, he's really grown into, like, this big leader for
Mm-hmm.
Edmonton. And he's really kind of,
Yeah, like he's very composed,
yeah,
and
he's
poised.
kind of more like the like Crosby, honestly, for Edmonton.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you know, like when you have all these guys who just know how to lead, good. It's always a good thing. But yeah, going back to my point, I do agree with Tortorella mostly because you just, you have all these guys just, you know, a lot of them like to think they're better than, they're in the league. They can kind of, I even read a tweet. I don't know if it's real or not, but I just read a tweet about McKinnon, a guy who supposedly, I don't know if it's real or not, so that's why I'm just saying supposedly, but his brother supposedly went to high school with McKinnon. Apparently McKinnon was like this cocky, ignorant guy who thought he was better than everyone else.
Again,
But
we don't know if the tweet's real,
yeah,
so
don't know if it's real. I just stumbled up on it last night. And yeah, so you know,
I
I
mean,
would
everyone has every athlete, I'm sure, has some point in their life when they're younger where they're cocky. Someone puts them
yeah.
in their place. So
I mean,
that's
yeah,
just part of
definitely.
becoming a pro. Is like, I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, it can be an issue when they're coming in and they're acting like that, but I feel like even before they're drafted, the coaches around them need to be like, "Hey, bud, you're gonna be a big deal someday. You need to make sure your ego is in check.
Yeah.
Don't be like crazy cocky. Don't think that you're all that. You're not.
Yeah.
Not everyone's Sidney Crosby. Not everyone's Connor McDavid. You
Yeah.
just be you. Keep yourself in check. Don't get over. I don't know.
Yeah.
Words.
I agree.
One last thing to cover before we move into Pucks and Deep. Tampa Bay Lightning revealed a new third jersey. Have you looked at them yet? Or is
Yeah.
this your first time?
No, I
thoughts?
saw the leak a while back too.
Oh, I didn't know
It's the
there was a
same
leak.
jersey.
It's okay. I mean, it's not like it's not the worst thing in the world, but it's also not the most amazing thing in the
Jersey
world.
would have been better if they just used the white lightning bolt rather than the circle logo, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
maybe.
But
I mean, I think they're just trying to have like a throwback or something, but
I mean, yeah, I think it's supposed to be like kind of like in a way like a honorary throwback to like the original black jerseys. Cause like Andre Vasilevsky, when they debuted this last night, Andre Vasilevsky wore the exact same not obviously the exact same, but like the same style of like pads and blocker and stuff, like
Mhm.
goalie equipment as Harry Bullen did
Oh,
when
okay.
he
Cool.
originally wore the jersey. Like it was the same Bauer design and
Sick.
stuff. So yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. It fit really nicely with this jersey, I thought. But yeah. As for the jersey itself, I mean, I like it. I just don't like the crest. But the rest of the jersey, I like the striping designs and stuff. I like the numbers. I like it. Yeah.
It's okay in my opinion. I don't hate it. I don't love it. It's
Yeah,
just
it's fair.
it's just kind of there. So, all right.
Yeah.
Well, good job, Tampa.
Anyway, I
You
think that's
introduced a
all
new
we have
Adidas.
for.
Yeah, you introduced a new Adidas jersey before the end of the season, and we're not even going to be with Adidas next year.
Have you seen the Fanatics jerseys for the MLB?
No, are they doing Fnac
Yeah, they're
I don't
starting
know.
with Fanatics.
This
starting
year?
it. Yeah,
Are they bad?
they're horrible.
Oh, great.
They're horrible.
Show
Literally,
me.
players have literally been complaining about how bad they are.
Oh, jeez. Show me after the show. We'll talk about that. But it's time for this week's edition of Pucks and Deep, which is boldest trade deadline prediction. I feel like you're gonna have a much better one than me. I don't know if I have that bold of one. Andrew sent his thoughts in because we don't have a third person today, and he was
Yeah.
talking to me about it last night, and I said, "Hey, you should just tell me."
Well, another
Your
thing
thoughts.
too is this is our last show before the trade deadline.
Yeah.
So obviously, I thought it was nice enough to have a trade deadline style one. Because keep in mind, we're not having an actual show for the trade deadline. We're doing a live stream, so obviously there's not gonna be a Pucks and Deep that day.
We can always do something in the middle if we get bored.
Yeah, which probably not in the middle, probably at the beginning, because the longer we go, the more trades are gonna trickle in. So
That's true. We'll plan some backup Pucks and Deep in case we get bored. Otherwise, we'll just save them for other shows.
we do have a little bit of some news.
What?
Just some small news. The Nashville Predators have signed forward Michael McCarron to a 2-year contract extension.
Oh, okay.
It is 2 years, 1.8 million.
I saw something where was it?
So yeah,
Matt Duchene had a fun night last night. Apparently, I don't know. He did something in the game. Then he went and performed at Tootsie's, and then he went past the bachelorette party. So
well, you
Oh.
win 9-2.
wait, I have other news.
Oh,
Milan Lucic is a free man after charges against him for domestic violence were dropped. The judge
Oh?
denied a 911 call as admissible, and Milan's wife denied to testify against him. He wants to return to the NHL and will meet with Gary Bettman. Breaking news.
okay.
We'll move into Pucks and Deep now.
Okay,
Nick,
moving to
start
Pucks
us
and Deep.
off with your bold trade deadline prediction.
Yeah. So oh boy. A lot of people, from what I've heard, really think this is gonna be a boring trade deadline.
Oh, yeah.
I'm here to tell you no.
Oh.
Because there's always those trades that come out of left field.
Yeah, you have your 100-person list. Oh my gosh.
It's 196. Anyway, you always have those players that come out of left field. People are like, oh, I was not expecting him to be traded. There's always those type of trades.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna be like, hey, I think we're gonna see those types of trades before the trade deadline. Yeah. I'm gonna just go off with a banger here. I kind of have two one or both of either Casey Middlestat or UC Saros will be traded
Ooh, those
by
are bold.
the deadline.
Okay. I didn't give this one much thought. I'm going to be completely honest here. I feel like every year I see John Gibson trade rumors. But just for the sake of the Pucks and Deep, I think this could be the year.
That he gets traded?
Yeah.
I mean,
Where? Who knows? But
I don't know. New Jersey just
New Jersey
is
could
trying to
use
get
it.
like every goalie.
Yeah.
They've had a lot of talks about Gibson, had a lot of talks about Markstrom, had some talks about Saros. They want like a. I think they're gonna go out and they're gonna get one of those three. They're gonna get like a big goalie.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well, maybe.
I'm gonna throw something else even other crazier out there. I could see a deal involving UC Saros going to Carolina, and in
Ooh.
return they could get someone like Martin Nietzsche's,
Ooh.
because you know the Nationals gonna be asking a lot, and I think Carolina is not afraid to ask for like, you know, not
Yeah.
afraid to move like a big player to get a big player.
Yeah.
So it's definitely gonna be like a big like good player for good player type trade for Saros. So and they've
Well,
been sorry.
I have Andrews.
Oh,
to put on
Andrew,
Pucks
go
and Deep.
ahead.
Yeah. He said at least Ned, because Blomqvist and Wilkes-Barre is good, so he will be up soon. So basically his bold trade deadline prediction is that Ned will get moved.
I honestly think that's very valid. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Ned got moved with Getzel to like some team. Like I look at a team like Colorado, who's been interested in Getzel, and they need goaltending. I honestly could
Kyle
see.
Dubas, if you trade Jake Gensel, please send him to a team that I don't hate. So in other words, to the West that's not Edmonton.
Go. He's probably gonna go to Edmonton if he gets moved.
No.
It's just they've been the team that everyone's talking about him going to. So.
Well, everyone talked about Jacob Chikrin coming to us last year, but he went to Ottawa. So you never know.
Okay, but he might get moved. He's probably gonna get moved again at the trade deadline.
To
So-
us?
It's possible.
I'm kidding.
I
don't
do
know.
believe that the Penguins have interest in him.
It'd be so funny if Kyle Dubas did, and then we made the playoffs, and then Jacob Chikrin just went on absolute tear, and Ron Francis just like,
He might.
dang it.
He might.
I don't know. This is why I hate the business side of hockey. It's
Yeah, but it's also a really
can't get
exciting
emotionally
time.
attached to players.
It's a really exciting time there as well.
I know I should never get emotionally attached to players. but-
Girl, I'm one of the guy wearing the Getzel jersey here right now.
I was gonna wear my Gensel shirt, but it's a V-neck and it looked horrible on the long sleeves. So, if he's not traded before the trade deadline, I'm wearing my jersey for trade deadline day.
Good.
We should.
Good. He probably
match.
will get traded like on trade deadline day.
I'm gonna be a wreck.
Yeah, guys. Another reason why you should definitely watch that live stream. Watch Megan cry live on stream.
It might happen.
Not might. It will. If he gets moved, Megan's gonna start bawling.
I might just leave the room for a bit and just go be consoled by producer Faith. Which we're self-producing today, actually.
Yeah.
Hopefully this is recording, because last time.
It is.
Okay, last
This time
time
I made sure it was recording.
last time a show was self-produced and self-recorded was the Callers episode, and
That you guys never saw, and
That
there's
got-
a reason why you never saw it. It never recorded.
so
If this never recorded, Megan's gonna chase me around the studio with a tripod trying to hit me in the head.
probably
Don't lie, you will.
Yeah.
That's why I made sure it worked, because I didn't want to die in this room today.
Oh,
Anyway, you have any other bold?
no, I feel like I don't have much trade insight as you.
Hi everyone. So it was recording. Our last conversation in there was about if it would not record. It was, but we think that the Key Pro ran out of storage, so
Whoops.
we lost about like the last 10 minutes of what we recorded in there.
Yeah.
So you really didn't miss much. We just had a little bit more trade talk that wasn't that important or insightful, but just some announcements we said at the end. we won't be back for the next 2 weeks, so we'll be back March 8th, trade deadline stream at noon. Please subscribe if you have not already so we can get to 50 and invest in the merch.
Please buy the merch. Buy it.
And also
You know you want to.
take it from his mom. She loves her
my
sweatshirt.
mom bought the merch and she loves her sweatshirt. She says it's comfy, so go buy it.
Okay. Well, I was also pleading to Kyle Dubas not to trade Jake Gensel, so you don't have to see that embarrassment. So, yeah. Again, thanks for watching. Sorry about the technical difficulty. This is the struggles of producing with just two people.
It wasn't my fault this time.
Yeah, it wasn't. At least we recorded most of the episode. That's all I care about. Like, if we lost a little bit of just that Pucks and Deep, that's fine. We got the main points for Pucks and Deep anyways. So we're just going to have to let our beloved CMI Nick know the Key Pro needs cleared. But, yeah, we'll see you guys on trade deadline day. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.